It's no secret that I'm getting older. I'm pushing the big 3-0 next year, and honestly it's just made me slow down and think I really need to start spending more time looking after both my fitness and overall health. For the last year or so I've been rocking the Lunar Ring, and it has been great for tracking my everyday health, be that sleep, stress, and even monitoring some activity levels while walking. But honestly, the form factor's not been that great when it comes to some things like weightlifting. It tends to just get in the way and produces bad or null data. Lunar knew this as well, and that's why they've gone ahead and released the Lunar Band. It is a brand new form factor for them. But not only that, it's also a brand new Lunar app experience for both the Ring and the Band. What it does is it strips away all of the data that you really don't need, only showing you exactly what you want to see when you want to see it. This brand new app experience is powered by what they call micro apps. Essentially, they are small pieces of software that you can install on top of your LifeOS, allowing you to only see portions of data that you need when you need it. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a first look and having a quick dive into what's new with the Lunar Band and the new Lunar app experience. Hello everybody, my name is Robert and this is TechPixel. Let's start off by talking about the band itself, in particular its form factor. When it comes to talking about the band, it's kind of hard not to draw comparison to its many competitors, including things like the Whoop band. The actual pod itself comes in only one colour, black, but at launch there are 3 different colour bands. There's the Onyx Black that I've got here, the Aloe Green, and Desert Beige. The metal here is actually titanium, so it's a little more scratch resistant. And the band itself is Velcro, so it's easy to adjust when needed. In terms of size and weight, it is basically identical to the competitors on the market, and that's definitely a good thing. It means it doesn't get in the way and it doesn't feel heavy, especially for prolonged use, as this is really what it's built for. This is built for tracking data over long periods of time, be that 7 to 10 days. By default in the box, the band comes with the small to medium size. There is a medium to large as well. This allows you to accommodate for wearing it on your bicep over your wrist. Alongside the straps and the pod in the box, you'll also get a magnetic charger and a USB-C charging cable. Overall, the hardware itself, I actually prefer significantly more to the Ring. I found that the Ring did just get in the way during day-to-day activities like washing up and doing weightlifting, whereas the band just kind of blends into the background. I forget it's there the majority of the time. Perhaps more importantly though, is you actually get a better heart rate reading from the band, especially during those more intense workout sessions, than you ever would from the Ring. The band can realistically be worn on either wrist or bicep. Typically, I wear it on my right wrist, and that allows me to continue to wear more dress watches on my left. Taking a look at the sensors included in the band, you actually get a lot here. You get PPG and optical sensors. These are for things like heart rate and related cardiovascular measurements, skin temperature readings, as well as all of the motion sensors needed to start to track some of those workouts, like running and cycling. My biggest issue with the Lunar Band and its design though is actually how it charges. You actually have to remove the device from your wrist and plug it into the pod charger. This is different to that of the Whoop band, which basically allowed it to charge while still on your body. You had a wireless magnetic power pack that just clipped on top. This meant that you didn't lose any data at any point. You wore it for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that's just not the case with the Lunar Band. Yes, it only takes about an hour to recharge. I think over the year I worked it out to be losing about 0.04% of your data, but it's still data that is missing from a device that you're expected to wear and monitor your health over long periods of time. Those small gaps in data are actually quite important. Thankfully though, battery life lasts for between 8 to 10 days, so you actually don't need to worry about charging it too often. Let's talk about the thing that makes the Lunar Band genuinely different though, and that is its price point. You can actually purchase the Lunar Band right now from Lunar directly for £129. Or if you're feeling generous, you can actually use my code ROBERT10 to get yourself 10% off your purchase. And that price that you pay online is the only cost that you'll ever have to pay for the Lunar Band or the Ring. There are absolutely 0 subscription fees tied to it. I've been using the Ring for a year or two, and there's been no subscription fees incurred during that time. And I've got Luna's promise that they will never add subscription fees to any of their data. Because of the market that they're in, primarily the Indian market, subscription services just don't tend to work as well there as they do in the rest of the world. And I'm totally fine with that. I prefer to buy my stuff and own it. In comparison, the Whoop band starts from £169 a year. Yes, that's right. It's actually more expensive to have a year of Whoop than it is to use this band forever. And that's their cheapest package too. Things get really expensive with Whoop. And honestly, for me, the amount of data that you're getting from both the Whoop and the Luna band are almost identical. So I don't really see an advantage to using a subscription service over buying something like the Luna band. If you're enjoying this early look, then do me a favour and go ahead and get subscribed down below and hit that bell notification icon as well, because we've got the full review coming really soon. Let's go ahead and talk about the whole new Luna app experience. They call it LifeOS, and it has been built from the ground up to be completely different to that of the Luna Ring app, and actually I love what they've done with it. Both the Ring and the band collect an absurd amount of data, including but not limited to heart rate, HRV, VO2 max, cardiovascular training load, standard exercise training, sleep tracking, skin temperature, stress indicators, and so much more. Seriously, I just took a few of the points there that this band can actually track. It's insane the amount of data that you get, especially for not having a subscription fee tied to it. Keeping track of all of these different data points can be pretty daunting, but the new Luna app experience makes it trivially easy thanks to what they call micro apps. When you first load up the app, the first thing you'll see is your peak score. This is a score out of 100, which essentially takes 4 main data points and gives you a score based upon how recovered you are. This allows you to work out just how hard you really want to train that day. The 4 main categories that are tracked are sleep, recovery, activity, and guidance. Under this main peak score is where you'll see your calendar. This is where you can look back on your day and also track things like activities, as well as caffeine, anything you eat, any supplements you take, and any kind of recovery. It's basically just a day in review of everything that you've tracked through the Luna app. All of this data can also be updated either live or after the fact. This is particularly important for workouts. You can start it deliberately in the Luna app when you go ahead and start your workout, or if you forget to do it, like me, you can go ahead and just jump back and add it then. Because it already knows your heart rate from that time period, it can give an accurate representation. I love just how simple it is for me to get an idea of my overall health and recovery from just a 1 score. And it allows me to tailor my day around that score based upon how recovered I feel. The next tab along is the Apps tab. This is what I was talking about with the micro apps. They're essentially mini applications that live on top of your LifeOS and allow you to track certain pieces of data that you might not always want to track. Right now, this is in early access. There are only 3 apps available: calorie tracking, circadian rhythm, and cycle tracking. Obviously, being a man, I don't need to know cycle tracking, so I just never installed that app. And it means that I don't ever see data relating to that. And that's important. If I don't need to see that data, I don't have to with LifeOS. Jumping into each of these apps, they feel cohesive with the rest of the experience. For example, calorie tracking allows me to see a breakdown of all of the macros that I've eaten that day, as well as track new foods. This can either be done through a text or even taking a picture of the food directly. Similarly, the circadian rhythm app allows you to see when your peaks and your dips are in the day, so you know when you are going to be most productive throughout your day. They are promising a ton of new apps coming, including supplement tracking and things like that. Right now, supplement tracking, though is okay, is a little bit of a pain. I take multivitamins, they have about 6 or 7 different ingredients in them, and right now I have to add each of those manually each time. The supplement tracker allows me to just create 1 pill and basically just track that pill every single day. It makes the whole experience easier, but right now I can't judge that because it's just not available in the app right now. Next up is the health tab, and this is where things can get complicated if you wanted to. At a glance, you can see things like how well you slept, your stress levels, your heart rate, and a few other key metrics. You can also change those metrics as well. If you're more interested in your HRV or your VO2 max, you can go ahead and add that one and remove something else. It's completely modular and customizable to the data that you want to see. You can also jump into each of those sections as well and see a weekly, monthly, and daily breakdown. It will also give you warnings. For example, over the last few days in the UK, it's been really hot, so my skin temperature has naturally been a lot higher. I got warnings about that and said, hey, this might be something you want to monitor. Obviously it wasn't, it was just too bleeding hot. Sleep is pretty much the same. If you've had a fitness tracker in the last year or two, you'll probably already know what to expect from sleep tracking. It can do things like light, deep, REM, and so much more. You can also do live monitoring here. I don't know why you would, because the band tracks all of this data at intervals throughout the day. If you really need the live tracking, it is there. I just don't really use it that much. Finally, there is the U tab. This is basically where you're going to go to update all of your different metrics, be that your weight, your height, any goals you might have, and you can also upload things like your blood works directly to the Luna app. This is all getting a little bit too much in the weeds for me. Blood works and that sort of thing isn't something that I personally need or want. However, if you're really into your fitness or you are a pro athlete, this kind of modularity is quite nice to see. There's also Luna AI here. Luna Voice is on its way, but if you've used the Luna Ring app, you'll already know what Luna Voice allows you to do. It basically allows you to talk directly to your data in a more natural English-speaking way. For example, I can say, hey, I just completed a 30-minute run, and it will automatically add that to my calendar. Same with food and any supplements, but I can also just ask about my data. For example, when's the best time for me to fall asleep tonight? Usually that's about 11:30. So there we have it, guys. That has been your first look and deep dive on both the Luna Band and the new Luna app experience. Why don't you let me know what you think of this brand new form factor in the comments down below. And of course, while you're down there, go ahead and get subscribed. It genuinely does mean the world to me. Anyway, my name's Robert. This has been Tech Pixel, and I will catch you in the next one.